Hey YouTube, I'm going to teach you how to macro Christmas portals in Anime Crusaders using CYS's premium macro. First things first, to be able to get this macro, you will need two things. 100 Robux, 2, you need Discord. Alright, I'll teach you how to buy it. Let's skip this part if you already own it. Ask more questions in the Discord. So first, you're going to click the link in the bio of this video. After verifying, you're going to find this premium channel. Alright, we're going to click how do I purchase. Once this is loaded up, you're going to click this top link. This is 100 Robux, by the way. Once you click the link, it should guide you to whatever browser you use. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna find Anime Crusaders. Let this load. We're gonna click Get Premium. It'll load up Roblox. Wow, I already own it, but you have to buy it. Once you bought this, you're gonna head back to the Discord. You're gonna go into the bot commands and type in /get-roll. Sorry, this is very buggy. I have a PP computer. I'm gonna click this, should update it. With that, you should have new access to this area. Click AC Premium for Anime Crusaders. And you're gonna download it, the most recent one, extract it, insert your key. Make sure you follow all the steps for the setup to make sure you do this right. Alright, now that you should have this all loaded up, you're gonna click modes, you're gonna click portals, you're gonna type in Christmas portal. I'm gonna teach you how to make that configuration. This will use the new replay mode that just came out. It's very helpful for this. So once you've done that, I'm going to teach you how to make a new image and set the recording so you have a proper setup. So I'm going to click F1. It's going to click items, portals, look up Christmas portal. Get the highest tier that you have. When you load in, you're going to click F2 to pause the macro. This is needed. Also, for another thing is there are two different angles that Anime Crusaders gives you when you load in. This is the most common one. This is the forward angle. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use zoom tag. Click F4. Now click yes to zoom out. Now I'm going to teach you how to make the replay. To replay, you're going to click Control R. At the bottom left, you'll see it says recording started. You're going to record your movement similar to another macro, and you're gonna just go to this middle area. Right? We're gonna click Control R to stop it. To make sure this is good and working, you can click settings, scroll down to teleport back to spawn. You can click F4, but it's already zoomed out, so you don't need to do zoom tech again. But now to replay it, click Control P. Make sure you don't wait mid replay, like when you're creating it. It'll make it wait a while, so just try not to do that. I'm gonna remake mine. There, now that I'm good, I'm gonna teach you this. If you're looking at where my cursor is, hashtag, these are, oh shit, that's bad. Alright, let's teach you how to make the config now. Hashtag is your steps, so going down, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? Slot is where your units are. So my first slot is this hot ice guy, my second slot is Toshira, my third slot is Qzen. This is Hercules, Speedwagon, AI. Alright, that's the first two things. But I want to teach you now how to make an image. To make an image, you're going to click Custom in the Modes area. You're going to type anything out randomly. Click Create. You're going to click F4. This is to zoom out, but it'll also create an image. Now that you have this image here, this will be for the future. I'm going to close the macro. right? And I'm now going to go to images. For Christmas portals, the original name will be Demon Portals. I have no reason why, but it just is. Find the name of the most recent image that you just made, rename it to Demon Portals, but make sure to delete the old one. So I'm going to delete the old image. It's called Demon Portals, capital D, capital P. Alright, once you've done that, you're going to reopen the macro, click Portals, retype in Christmas, or actually, this is even necessary. Sorry about that. This is only necessary when you're in the lobby and you're starting. But now, if you click Set, you will now view this new image. The old image was for another portal, but it's changed now. Alright, now that we're over here, I'm going to teach you something about the config. To make sure your replay happens, you're going to type in slot 7. There's no 7 slots, but for the key to activate the replay, you have to type in 7 here. After that, you have to type in any coordinates. It literally doesn't matter. It could be 1, 1, just to make sure it knows to activate it. And your second step is just going to be you placing units. I'm going to teach you how to place units now. I'm going to click 5 because my 5th slot is Speedwagon. Most people usually play Speedwagon first. I'm going to click Set. This new image should appear if you did everything before correctly. You can right click now to set it to place your Speedwagon wherever you want if you're using Speedwagon to place first. I'm going to set it up here. And now that you understand how to place, hopefully, and you got the image on, I'm going to show you what this last slot is for. This is to duplicate steps. So if I wanted to, maybe on my 6th step, I want to like go back to a unit to upgrade them quicker. I will click 2 because 2 is my 2nd step, and it'll just duplicate it right over. So now you have 3 Speedwagons most likely that you can place. Some people use Lloyd, it's fine. But with each different Speedwagon, I'm going to place them over here. Now that that's done, it'll place 3 different Speedwagons in those 3 different positions. I'm going to speed this up of me placing my farm units and upgrading them. Back to the duplication thing, what I would do is I would duplicate the steps for each different Speedwagons and upgrade them. The upgrade should be pretty self-explanatory. Now that I'm done doing that, enemies should be coming in by now. So let's say they're over here. I recommend using a hybrid unit off spawn or a unit that has the ability to attack airs. For me, I'm going to use Toshiro, so in my 2nd slot, he's very good for this event. I'm going to place him right here, and he'll kill any air units, any early units, and I'm going to go back to maxing out my units. What I usually do here, since some people have a delay, you can just max it out. You most likely have enough money to max out all of them. And back to my AI farm, I'm going to click back to the step. And back to my AI farm. And back to my AI farm. I'm going to click back to the 5th step. This is where my AI is, because she's slot 6. I'm going to max her out. And then I'm going to duplicate my slot for my Toshiro that I placed. You can place another unit after this, because most likely by now you should have all your farms maxed out. And a unit place to get rid of the early enemies. Now that you've done that, what I want to do is I'm going to max out my Toshiro. So I'm going to copy the 12th step over here. I'm going to max him out. Now that I've done that, maybe I want to place more units to get stronger. So I'm going to place my freeze unit here. He's hybrid on his last attack and he's full AoE. I'm going to set him in this middle area. This Christmas event does have 2 pathways, left and right. So I have to make sure that the full AoE hits everything. I'm also going to max him out. Make sure to save this at the end when you're done. But if you click this plus, it'll show you a new wave of slots that you can use. So for the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place Hercules. Hercules buffs my unit to deal more damage. It's very good. So I'm going to max out the buff output. I'm going to save this. And once you like recognize that you know how to automatically win with just a certain like way, it should be easy to create configs now. But yeah, just save this. Now you want to go back to lobby. I'm gonna reload the macro to make sure everything's good. Now that you reloaded it, we're gonna go to portals, typing Christmas portal. The config you just made should still be here. And once you're ready, I'm gonna speed this up, but I'm gonna start, and it should now be macroing the Christmas portals. There's also settings for this macro if you need to adjust anything, like turn on auto ability. It might be bugged, I don't know. Alright, once that you're in lobby, make sure your configuration is fully loaded in. I'm going to click F1, but I'm going to speed this up. There's a chance you get the side angle. I don't recommend using it. It is most likely going to give you the forward angle. Oh, and here's an example of me typing Christmas portal here, which remember to do that if you're wanting to do the Christmas portal, but I'm going to speed up it loading. Random thing, if your Roblox is very laggy, similar to mine when I'm recording using OBS, it can freeze and break the macro. I got 60,000. Wow, 60,000 gingerbread. This is in 6 minutes, so it'll be pretty easy for you guys. That's all for the video. Subscribe.